25 quotes from Mick Jagger. Anarchy is the only slight glimmer of hope. I have never wanted to give up performing on stage, but one day the tours will be over. A lot of time songs are very much of a moment that you are just encapsulate. They come to you, you write them, you feel good that day, or bad that day. Don't you think it's sometimes wise not to grow up? I took a certain pride in knowing I'd helped ruin his life enough you'll give him something substantial to write about. Lose your dreams, and you might lose your mind. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. People overestimate the Rolling Stones. I don't think the Stones are as good as people think. Obviously, I think the Stones are a very good band. I'm, along with the Queen, one of the best things England's got, me and the Queen. Only a madman or an actor would want to be President of the United States. You just give the best show you can, even if you feel terrible. You've got a cold, your back's aching, and all that crap. You do it because you are putting yourself on the line, and those people have paid good money to see you, and you better be bloody good. I get really involved in what I call business. I just love all the graphics and the stage design and all that. If it wasn't for that, it would be really quite boring, because you're doing the same songs. Anyone taking heroin is thinking about taking heroin more than they're thinking about anything else. That's the general rule about most drugs. The grown-up world was a very ordered society in the 60s, and I was coming out of it. America was even more ordered than anywhere else. I found it was a very restrictive society in thought and behavior and dress. I came into music just because I wanted the bread. It's true. I looked around, and this seemed like the only way I was going to get the kind of bread I wanted. They're so pathetic, all those journalists. Most of them are. Things are just invented about your personal life, and you just have to take that. People believe it, though. They just believe everything they read. I can do jumpin' jack flash in the bath at midnight, on my head. I don't need to rehearse to do that, I really don't. I think it's very important that you have at least some sort of inner thing you don't talk about. That's why I find it distasteful when all these pop stars talk about their habits. Nobody wanted a band looking like us and playing what we wanted to play, because they couldn't understand anyone wanting to hear it. No one should care if the Rolling Stones have broken up, should they? I mean, when the Beatles broke up, I couldn't give a shit. Thought it was a very good idea. Why should I live in the past just for their petty satisfaction? Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. It's all right letting yourself go, as long as you can get yourself back. The only performance that makes it all thr way is the one that achieves massness. I'm not librarian of my own work. It's a good thing not to be involved with what you have done. The Spice Girl Victoria Beckham has just published the story of her life. I confess that it is not in my reading table. Do you like the Coots? Don't forget to follow, comment, and subscribe.